with PastorMind.com. PastorMind.com is a coaching, consulting, and leadership development company that I've created, and it's going to be a blessing to you. It's by pastors, for pastors, with pastors. Let me talk to you today about what coaching is. Now, my audience is mainly pastors, and I know how tough it is to talk to pastors. I am a pastor, and typically we don't like to take advice. We always are giving advice. We love to get a value, especially if you're a pastor who's a church planter. You like to get something for close to nothing. I understand that. But I want to talk to you about the value of coaching. Coaching is the ability to draw out the plans, the goals, the dreams, and the desires that are inside of you and to help you bring those things to fruition. Coaching, in a sense, one of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs 25:2. It says, it's the glory of God to conceal a matter, but it's the glory of a king to search out the matter. A good coach can help you come up with the answers to the questions that you have based on what's already inside of you. Now, there is a difference between a coach, a consultant, and a mentor. Okay? Let me explain the difference. A mentor is someone that you emulate. When you talk to them, they're always telling you what to do. Or you're looking at what they did and you're asking them questions about, well, how did you do this? So if I was talking to Bishop Jakes, I would say, well, how do you come up with a message? How do you, really begin to speak to the heart of what the scripture's saying and convey it to the people? If I do that, or if I go to a conference that he's holding and I'm asking questions, that is a mentoring conference. Now, a consultant would come in and say, listen, what's your biggest problem? And the consultant would say, okay, let's put together these processes. Maybe do an organizational chart. Maybe do an organizational reassessment. Let's look at your culture. What's your corporate culture? What's your church culture? And then based on that, let's come up with some long-term and short-term goals that we can choose to achieve the culture that you desire. Come up with a vision statement, a mission statement. Come up with those types of things. See, that's what a consultant does. They help you organizationally, and you pay them money. You would pay me money to come in, and you're getting my expertise. The mentor, you're getting my experience. The consultant, you're getting my expertise. Now, with a coach comes with no agenda at all. A real good coach, would leave you feeling like, man, he really went deep into my stuff, whatever that stuff is. He really went deep into me understanding, why do I have to feel like when I'm in a crowd, I've always got to outperform people? Or why is it that I'm so driven? Why is it that I'm called to do this? A real good coach doesn't give you the best answers, but they ask you the best questions. So here's the question. Is the best coach always the person who's done X, Y, and Z? I would submit to you that they are not. The best coach is someone that can help ask the right questions to help you discover the answers that God put inside of you. Remember, it's the glory of God to conceal a matter. God's put eternity in our hearts, but it's the glory of a king to search out the matter. God calls coaches to come alongside of you. We don't give you answers. We simply help you find the answer that's within inside of you. Now, of course, you can't talk about coaching, consulting, and mentoring without mentioning therapy. See, a lot of people think that a coach is a therapist. A coach is not a therapist. See, here's the way I define it, and I like this definition from IPEC, the group that I'm going through for certification, is a therapist takes you from dysfunctional to functional. They look at your past. They find out what your mama did to you, what your uncle did to you. They look at your past and help you get out of bed in the morning. Because you can't get out of bed because what your uncle did, what your mom did, what someone did to you. You can't function. That's when you need to go see a therapist. A coach comes alongside of you where you're already functioning, and he takes those that are functioning and he makes them optimal. So the coach says, what's blocking you from achieving greater success? What's blocking you from achieving the goals that you put inside of your heart? And here's the thing. Successful people need coaches. Coaches don't go to people who aren't doing anything. If you're looking to me to coach you and I say, well, okay, tell me your daily routines. Tell me what successes you've had. You say, well, I just can't get out of bed. Don't call me. You need to call a therapist or you need to call a counselor. But a coach is someone who's trained in answering the right questions. A therapist is trained to help you learn some techniques and tools, and they go and maybe do some mind mapping. They do some type of psychological evaluation. They can refer you to a psychiatrist, and you can receive medication. That's not what a coach does. A coach comes alongside of those that are achieving and helps you achieve much more. PastorMind.com is a coaching and consulting firm. We want to help leaders who are succeeding to go the next step. We want to help pastors. And here's the thing. I've talked to several coaches who specialize with pastors, and they say the same thing. Pastors don't like to spend money. I said it earlier, and we always want to get things for free. But I'm going to challenge you this, pastors. The gift that you need the most, what are you willing to pay for it? What are you willing to sacrifice? We talk about others sacrificing to achieve what God has called them to do. Well, pastors, we need to do the same thing. I appreciate your time, and hopefully you've got a real good understanding of the difference between coaching, consulting, therapy, counseling, and mentoring. All those things, they're really good. But PastorMind.com is a coaching and consulting firm. And we want to help you achieve great things. Thank you for your moment. With Pastor John the Lead, with PastorMind.com. Have a firsthand. I know I've been talking a lot today about what the difference is, but it's kind of hard to explain it. You've got to experience it. So I want to give you a 30-minute free complimentary coaching session. Yep, free, won't cost you a dime. All you have to do is call me on the number on the screen, and I will set up a free 30-minute coaching consultation with you. You'll experience it. You'll get to really go deep into it. So I want to be a blessing to you. So give me a call today. I'm only going to take the first 15 callers, and after that, we'll play it by ear. But I want you to experience coaching. You can't really be taught what it is. You have to experience it. I want you to see, I've been coached. There's been other folks that have been coached. Other folks that have been coached by me have said, man, this is like, wow, this is different. I never experienced that before. I want you to experience it as well. Pastors, I really want you to call and be a part of this great opportunity. So call, get your free 30-minute coaching consultation. Won't cost you a dime. Those 30 minutes will change your